Hello everyone, I am Zinkal Patel from Rafael BCA College, Vapi. Now, in object-oriented programming, I am going to teach you a topic that is dynamic memory allocation in C programming. Now, you already might learn this topic in last semester, but today I am going to teach you again because this topic is important, and in past some question based on this topic had been asked in external exam, and in future it is possible that examiner will repeat that questions. So let me start dynamic memory allocation. Now, first of all, what is dynamic memory allocation? Since C language is a structured language, it has some fixed rule for programming. One of its include changing the size of an array. Now, array is a collection of items stored as contiguous memory locations as shown in diagram. Now, here, as it can be seen that the length or size of the array above made is 9. So here one array is displayed and the size of that array is 9. But what if there is a requirement to change this length or size, right? For example, if there is a situation where only 5 elements are needed to be entered in this array, right? But the size of this array is 9. So in this case, the remaining 4 indices are just wasting memory in this array, right? So there is a requirement to lessen the length or size of the array from 9 to 5, right? Understood this situation, right? Now take another situation. In this, there is an array of 9 elements with all indices filled, like in diagram 0 index with 40 value, 1 index with 55 value, 2 index with 63 value, 3 index with 17 value, 4 index with 22 value, 5 index for 68 value, 6 index for 89 value, 7th index for 97 value, and 8th index 89 value. So such values are stored in all the indices. So such 9 indices are filled with different values. But what if there is need to enter 3 more elements in this array, right? In this case, 3 indices more are required. So the length or size of the array need to be changed from 9 to 12. This procedure is referred to as dynamic memory allocation. It means we can allocate memory to a particular variable or array at runtime, right? So therefore, dynamic memory allocation can be defined as a procedure in which the size of the data structure like array is changed during runtime, right? Hope you understand what is dynamic memory allocation. Now, C provide some functions to achieve this task. So there are 4 library functions provided by C, and that all the functions defined under a header file, and that header file is stdlib.h. Now, this header file to facilitate dynamic memory allocation in C programming. The first function is malloc, that is memory allocation. Second one is calloc, that is contiguous memory allocation. Third one is free, and fourth one is realloc. Now, let me explain the first function, that is malloc. Malloc or memory allocation method is used to dynamically allocate a single large block of memory with a specified size. Now, here the important word is allocate a single large block of memory, right? Now it return a pointer of type void which can be cast into a pointer of any form. Like syntax is ptr, that is pointer, equal to bracket में cast type. Now here malloc function is written a void type, but here pointer ptr is of type, for example, integer. So we have to convert that malloc return type void to integer. So we have to write here cast type. Now malloc ब्रैकेट में बाइट साइज, मतलब जितनी मेमोरी अलोकेट करनी है दैट वुड बी मेंशन इन दैट फंक्शन. फॉर एग्जांपल ptr equal to, now ptr is already declared. Suppose ptr equal to integer pointer, it means malloc return void data type and that is converted to integer, right? Now in bracket of malloc we have write 100 into size of integer. Now the size of integer is 4 byte, so this statement will allocate 400 bytes of memory. So 4 into 100, it means this statement will allocate 400 byte of memory, and the pointer ptr hold the address of the first byte in the allocated memory, right? 400 byte का जो ब्लॉक है वो allocate होगा और particular pointer जो है वो first byte पे point करता होगा. Now if the space is insufficient in memory, then allocation is failed and it return a null pointer, right? Now let us take another example, like integer pointer ptr equal to malloc bracket में 5 into size of integer. Now integer store, now size of integer data type, particular one integer can store in 4 byte. So size of integer equal to 4 byte. So 4 into 5. So here a large 20 byte memory block is dynamically allocated to pointer ptr, right? Now let us take another function, that is calloc. Calloc or contiguous allocation method is used to dynamically allocate the specified number of block of memory of specified type. Now what is the difference between calloc and malloc? Now malloc is used to allocate memory block, while calloc is used to dynamically allocate a specified number of block of memory, right? कितने नंबर के ब्लॉक हमें चाहिए, कितने हमें ब्लॉक चाहिए वो स्पेसिफाई करता है. Now in calloc it initialize each block with a default value, right? Particular हर एक ब्लॉक में वैल्यू होगी 0. Now syntax is same as malloc, but in bracket of calloc we have to write n. Here n is a total number of element and that each element with the size of this element size. Now for example here calloc in bracket 25 size of float. So this statement allocate contiguous space in memory for 25 element and each with the size of float, right? Let us take another example, like in calloc 5 then bracket में size of integer. Now size of integer की size कितनी है 4 byte. So यहाँ पे 5 block of 4 bytes each is dynamically allocated to a pointer ptr, right? So malloc में क्या होगा, मेमोरी एलोकेट होगी लेकिन वो पर्टिकुलर सिंगल ब्लॉक में होगी, वाइल यहाँ पे एलिमेंट में होगी, राइट? एंड हियर इज ऑल्सो इफ द स्पेस इज इनसफिशिएंट इन मेमोरी then allocation failed and return a null pointer. Now let me teach third function, that is free. Free method is used to dynamically deallocate the memory, right? malloc और calloc memory को allocate करते थे. free क्या करता है, memory को deallocate करता है And which type of memory? The memory allocated using a functions malloc and calloc are not deallocate on their own, right? malloc और calloc जो है वो जिसने मेमोरी अलोकेट, जिसके थ्रू हमने मेमोरी अलोकेट की है, सो उस वो खुद मेमोरी को डीअलोकेट नहीं करते. सो उसको मेमोरी को डीअलोकेट और फ्री करना है तो कौन सा फंक्शन यूज़ होगा? free function used होगा. Hence, the free method is used whenever the dynamic memory allocation take place. So, it helps to reduce wastage of memory by freeing it. Now, syntax is free pointer. जितने भी पॉइंटर को मेमोरी अलोकेट हुई है थ्रू malloc और calloc, तो उसको फ्री करना है तो फंक्शन है फ्री एंड ब्रैकेट में दैट पॉइंटर, राइट? Now, the last function is realloc. Now, realloc or reallocation method is used to dynamically change the memory allocation of previously allocate memory. Like malloc और calloc through हमने memory allocate की है, लेकिन वो memory को फिर से हमें change करती है, reallocate करनी है. Then we have to use realloc method. In the other word, if the memory previously allocated with the help of malloc or calloc is insufficient, then realloc can be used to dynamically reallocate memory. So, syntax is ptr equal to pointer equal to realloc bracket में particular pointer जो हमने already define किया है, comma new size जो newly defined size होती है, right? For example, here through malloc, a large 20 byte of memory block is dynamically allocated to a pointer ptr. Now, if we want to reallocate or change the memory block, change the size of that memory block, then we have to write that pointer equal to realloc bracket में pointer comma 10 into size of integer. So this size of integer is 4 into 10, that is 40. So that pointer size is changed by 20 to 40 byte of memory. So the size of pointer is changed from 20 bytes to 40 bytes dynamically, right? And here also, if the space is insufficient in memory, then the allocation fail and it return a null pointer, right? So, hope you understand today memory allocation that you have already learned C programming last semester. Clear memory allocation, that is dynamic memory allocation. Clear, understood. Thank you for today.